Hey guys, I have a great video planned for you today. We're doing a step-by-step tutorial of a half up, half down. I did end up adding in one track to this ponytail just to make it a little bit fuller. The hair is super soft. I bought it off of AliExpress and the company name is HJ Weave Beauty. So if you want to see the tutorial, just stay with me, all right? What's up, you guys? How have you been? Your girl is back. I have not been posting since like March. It's now July, so I know it's been a while, but I'm ready. I've been learning about my limits, my skills, my talents, and I'm just ready to pour it back into you guys. So today I'm coming to you with this step-by-step super detailed tutorial. As you guys can see, I'm pushing back my hairline anytime I do a reinstall of any wig. This is the first thing I do. I don't do it dry. I didn't show myself spraying the hairline, but I spray with just a little bit of water and a little bit of heat protectant spray. Put my hot comb on the highest heat setting and I push all those flyaways hairs back. And now I'm just getting the part for my ponytail right, and I'm doing the molding. If you guys kind of just wanted to breeze through or just view certain clips or certain sections of this video, you can hit the description box, the button for the description box, and you'll see the timestamps that I included so you guys can have an easier time navigating throughout the video. So I'm using my Edge Booster wax stick, and I use the Sebastian Shaper Plus spray. All the products that I use are also in the description box. I just use those two products to, melt down and secure a shape that's easy to grab and things like that for my ponytail, period. So yeah, I'm just getting my mold right how I want it to be, taking my time. It is sped up, but you guys need to take your time, because if you're gonna do any type of updo, half up, half down, buns, whatever, like if your foundation is bulky, like that's just what it is. At this stage, the wig is still not tied down, but since I'm doing the install on myself, I just tie it down so it's not sliding around on my head and I don't accidentally burn myself. So I put my safety first before I use that hot comb. Also, anytime you guys see me using the blow dryer, the air is always set to cold. The only time I'm going to use warm air is if I'm drying the wig itself or if I'm drying my natural hair. At this point, the foundation just wasn't as flat as I wanted it to be. If you guys saw that little hump, I don't know. I was just trying my best with these. I'm gonna do a lot more ponytail styles to get the hang of this, but I don't know what to do. Like, it just wasn't giving flat. So I tried to add another hair tie, thinking it would do something. I mean, it kind of did something, but I still needed to use more, like, got to be. I don't know. Okay, by this point, I did my wraparound, and then I realized that the ponytail itself, with the amount of hair on the frontal, it's not enough hair for me to like really get into this hairstyle. So I just decided I was going to add in another track, which I'll show you guys after this clip. And before I do that, I prep my wig for silk pressing it by letting it sit in a little bit of product. So I add Bio Silk and I add the Icy Fantasia heat protectant spray. Now the next clip for the next few minutes, I recorded it on the wrong setting, so it makes my voice sound distorted or super deep. Don't even worry about it, guys. Just focus on the video. Okay, guys, so I'm going to add a track to this ponytail because it's like super thin. So I tied it up and I pinned it up with this clip. And then I cut a piece of the, you know, the regular wrap strips. I cut a piece, and I'm just gonna show you. The first one is done, so I'm not gonna use this, but basically I cut a really small strip, and I did it really tiny because my ponytail itself, with the rubber bands, it's pretty short.
Oh, there's no need to make it super thick, the paper. You don't need a thin piece. You don't need a thick piece, you need a thin piece. And also, I don't want my pony to sit super tall. Like, there's all types of like high and low ponytails, but it's not one of those like genie looking things. So I cut a nice small little piece, and then I'm gonna take my Salon Pro glue. You only need like a little drop just so it can seal up nicely on the edge. Spread it, you know, spread it if you have to. Okay, and then fold the ends so that they touch each other. It's paper. Fold it in half. That's all you gotta do. Once you fold it in half, you're good to go, and you can start wrapping. Okay, I already have a strip ready to go, and it's a little bit thinner, so I'm gonna work on that strip. But this is how you guys do it. So I'm gonna use this strip here, and then I just start at the back always when you're doing your wrapping. Start at the back. Okay, so I'm starting with this much, and I'm gonna put the front piece in the front. So basically, I come to the back, I place it where I want it, I hold the front, I'll wrap it, and then hold it with my finger, and then I'll start to wrap in front of that. Grab the rest of the paper, pull it, wrap it around. And you only need 2 pieces of glue. One to do your fold over, and then one more piece of glue to just hold this wrap down. No more than that. And then you can start adding your glue on and wrapping the track on. Okay, boom. So once I have a little bit left, I'm then going to put the glue, just a little drop.
Make sure you can see. Alright, put a little drop of that glue, pull it over, and just press it in. Press it in really, really good. And then you're going to take your blow dryer and blow it.
Alright, so now we're on to the wrapping. Onto the wrap. So how I do the wrap for the ponytail is I put glue, like before, to begin it. I add a little glue to the end, like the piece that I'm gonna put on first, and then I place it in the back first. I always place it in the back, just so that last little piece that you're wrapping around, right, it doesn't get stuck in the front. It should get stuck in the back. If you start in the back, most likely your wrap is gonna end in the back. If you start wrapping in the front, most likely your wrap is gonna end in the front. You don't want that. You want to always finish in the back to hide any mistakes or whatever. And how I start is I start wrapping at the top of my ponytail, and I wrap the tracks around each time till I get low and I'm at the base, basically touching my head. All right, now I'm gonna add just a little more glue to the track, just a little glue. A little glue to the track.
Make sure I get the ends really, really good. Like, you don't need a whole lot, but this hairstyle has been giving me so much trouble. So I'm just gonna be safe than sorry. All right, now be careful as you wrap it around. Be careful. Okay. Take your time. This part, you can really scoop everything up. Okay, once I get to the bottom of it, of the ponytail, I did finish in the front. I don't know why, like, this is too much. This is too much, this freaking hairstyle, yo. This hairstyle is the devil, bro. All right, if you end up finishing in the front, just add a little more glue. Not too much. See, I already messed up and I got it on the hair. We're gonna keep going though. We're gonna keep going though. All right, and just add it to the front, that last little piece, and then pick up your blow dryer and blow everything super duper duper dry before you do your wraparound. Don't spray any got to be on anything just yet. Actually, do it from now. Find your got to be. Mine is right here. Okay. Okay. Good. Get your got to be. And now start to blow dry everything together. Everything. Glue. And look, it made such a huge difference. I'm gonna make sure I include a before and after so you guys can see the difference. But this is what you wanna go for. And I didn't even glue this unit down yet. I'm gonna end up doing a glueless install for this unit, but look, it just looks 10 times better. This is how by now, I'm sure we're all familiar with the wraparound. You're gonna grab, it's just to hide the base of the pony, the base of the ponytail. So you're just gonna grab a piece in the back. It doesn't need to be a huge piece of hair. The smaller and thinner, the easier it's gonna be to actually wrap it around neatly. You want this piece to be super neat. Okay, so you're gonna use some got to be spray. A generous amount. Comb that through so it's nice and smooth and even. And then you're going to start wrapping that piece around the base of your ponytail. And take your time. Take your time. You're not rushing this part. And keep combing it through because it starts to kind of get tangled. At least mine is getting tangled. And you're gonna continuously wrap more got to be.
This entire hairstyle was glueless, which means I used absolutely no glue adhesive such as bold holds or ghost bond. I used none of those things. I only used this one spray can to apply the lace and do my bowl cap method. Typically I use about 2 to 3 layers of this just to do the bowl cap. Usually just 2, to be honest. I really don't go that hard about it. And then I use my Ruby Kisses cream foundation in the shade 17, I believe, level 17. And I use the lighter shade, not the darker one, but I use the lighter shade, and it matches my skin perfectly. And the reason why I do the bowl cap is because I have a low hanging hairline. And so even if I'm using a glueless method, or if I'm using adhesive, I just prefer to protect my edges, my hairline. And yeah, so at least with this method, it comes off literally with water. You could jump in the shower or dunk your head under a sink, or you know what I'm saying, if you go into a pool with no band on your head. The whole point is that if you submerge yourself or the front of your hairline in water, you will get what you're asking for. The wig is going to come right off. So, you know, it's not as abrasive as opposed to using glue so often on your hairline. And then what I do is just take a pair of scissors and I cut as close as possible. I take my time. I take a cotton ball with a little bit of sea breeze, and then I just clean off my hairline. I didn't show that, but yeah. I'm going to do about 4 layers of this even sprayed in the sensitive bottle. And then I blow dry that on cool in between for like 3 seconds because it dries in like 10 seconds or less. Smooth out my finger. Me personally, I apply my lace when it is tacky but sticky. So it's a little different. With glue, you need it to be clear and super tacky. You need no white. Essentially, you don't need it to be wet. With the spray, you still need it to be wet. So I need it to be wet and sticky, if that makes sense. So, yeah. For the sides, I just kind of leave it wet. It's just kind of best for me. Like I do about 2 to 3 layers on the sides. And then by like that 3rd layer, I just apply it while it's still wet. And then I just put it on top, put the lace on top, and I use the blow dryer to literally press it in, and I just let them marry together. For your baby hairs, you want to cut in a upwards angle, but this is the opposite side of my head, so I'm just kind of trying my best here. And I'm just kind of raking through so they're a little uneven, and it makes it just look a little bit more natural. I'm just going to continue to cut them to my desired length, and then I'm going to grab my pencil flat iron and curl my baby hairs upwards. And then I'm going to grab some mousse. This is the Lotta Body mousse. I actually ran out, so I just grabbed some setting lotion and put it right back into this bottle, and it's going to make mousse as soon as you pump down. And I also use the mousse and Got2b gel. It's just the best for me. While you're doing your baby hairs, you want to swoop them in the shape of a C. And what you see me reaching for is probably the gel. So I put the mousse directly on, and I put the gel on my hand. I'm just making C motions, and then I just kind of comb it out like till I get my desired look. This can take me a little while, I'm not gonna lie. And I usually grab my tweezer because sometimes they're just a little thick, and that's why you're not getting the shape that you want, because you just have too much hair out. You know, I don't want the star of the show to be my baby hairs. I want the star of the show to be my actual hairstyle. Once you've shaped and blow dried your baby hairs to your desired look, you're going to take that same makeup that you put underneath your lace and on your bowl cap, and you're going to put that on top of your lace to just help further the melt. Grab a flat eyebrow brush, and I use a concealer shade that is nearly 2 shades lighter than my skin tone to carve out my part. I feel like if you use shades as at least 2 shades lighter, it's going to look super natural. Nobody's scalp is the color of their skin. So I never got why females are doing that, but you know, teach their own. I use this root makeup wand. It's not a mascara, it's really for your hair. It's like super dark, it's jet black, and I use it to just carve out and clean up my part. And I use this next setting spray. This is the Brit Bougie Girl Lace Setting Spray, and I take a paper towel and just dab that in. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I'm gonna make sure that I link down below where this unit came from, the details for the lace size. It's a 13 by 4, the texture, the density, everything. If I'm not mistaken, it's a 150 density. I know I bought it off of AliExpress, I just don't know which vendor. So I'm just gonna link that below, down with the products that I had used. I'm also gonna link that down below, and there's gonna be timestamps, so you guys are gonna be able to just click back and forth, unless you guys wanted to watch the whole clip, you know, because you know what I'm saying, you already know what type of quality you guys would get, then you know. But yeah, this took literally like 2 days to get. I'm not gonna lie guys, adding the track to the ponytail was so hard because I did not know how to wrap it, but we eventually figured it out. Basically, most of the wigs you guys are gonna get for 150 density, their ponytails are gonna be very thin for like bun hairstyles or half up, half down hairstyles. I mean, if it's a bun, then maybe you kind of get around it. But if it's gonna be a ponytail, I recommend that you add a track to it, unless you don't mind a ponytail being a little more on the thinner side. I just feel like if you have a thin ponytail, it makes the rest of the hair look thin. You know what I mean? Like, it makes the density of the rest of the hair look really thin. It doesn't matter if it looks full, like it just looks uneven or like unfinished. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like the whole look is unfinished or incomplete. But if you have a fuller ponytail, it makes the rest of your bundles look full. It's like saying when you're curling your hair, right? And you're making layers. When you make layers, it makes your hair look fuller. So the idea is still the same, you know? So that's essentially what I was going for. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be coming out with a lot more tutorials. Up next, I'm probably going to end up doing a coloring video, or I'm going to do another install. We'll see. I'm not sure about the order, but you guys you're going to get the content, okay? So yeah. And also remember, the install that we did today was also a glueless install. We did not use any glue to adhere this unit down. Besides the even spray. I'm gonna be doing a whole lot more glueless because summer's coming up, and I just don't, unless I'm going out somewhere, I don't really have a need to really use glue unless I'm really trying to have it, you know, glued down for at least more than 3 days. There's no need. If you use spray, this thing feels very, very strong. Just make sure that you tie up your installs at night and before you go in the shower, and you should be fine. Because if any water touches this, you're done. If you sweat, you should be fine as long as you tie it, but you know. So yeah, any further details, I'm gonna make sure that I link everything down below. Once again, this is your Xoxo Shae. Make sure you guys tune into my next video. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Bye.